I heard you were having trouble sleeping. What's keeping you up? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help? You don't know? Well, I have an idea if you're up for it. Okay. So, you're gonna have to tell me. I brought some books. You're gonna have to tell me which one or which ones you're interested in. So we have Friends to the End, The True Value of Friendship. The illustrations are so cute because they use animals. And then we have Dogman and Cat Kid. It's like comic style. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's an idea. We also have Shel Silverstein. Which are really silly, fun poems. Some of them can be pretty deep though. And then another Shel Silverstein. $10 says I'm gonna go to the page that says Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. The only reason why it goes to this page like automatically, like I can shut it and open it and it goes right to it, is because it's my favorite poem and it's the first poem I read when I open this book. So we could do that. Totally up to you. I tell you what. Why don't we mix these up? I'm not gonna let you see how I'm mixing them. You pick a number between 1 and 4. 2? Okay. So we got 1, 2. So we'll do this one first, and then we'll see which other ones you want. Maybe we can do this one, and then a couple poems from each of Shel Silverstein, and then a couple pages from Dogman. Just to give you variety. See what helps you sleep, okay? Alright. Friends to the End. The True Value of Friendship. I really hope this helps you. It's not easy finding the words to talk about a friendship like ours. Which is strange considering how close we have become. There have been so many times when we both needed a shoulder to cry on, or a snout to sigh on, and so forth. Aren't these just the cutest? I love pigs. I live on a farm and I have no outside animals and I really want a pig. Okay. It makes me wonder, how can we possibly express what friends are really worth? What makes friendship, especially a friendship like ours, so special? I can't get over the pictures. Because these are real photographs too. Contrary to popular belief, it is actually possible to survive without friends. I know this to be true. Indeed, there are a few genuine advantages to being alone. Looks like we're going to learn something. And there are also some activities that, frankly, shouldn't involve anybody else. It's a scientific fact that time spent in quiet isolation, thinking about our lives, is vital to a healthy state of mind. I also know this to be true. As long as we don't do too much of it, at the end of the day, we are social creatures. Doggies. Who find that being with other people and bringing people together are very fulfilling experiences. There is a curious fact about friendship that we have always known but rarely acknowledge. By understanding others, we also come closer to understanding ourselves. Ooh, that's powerful. I don't know if this book is going to help you sleep. It's definitely going to help you think about some things, though. Am I right? What we look for and value in our friends are the very same qualities we are most proud of or wish were more evident in ourselves. So, in no small way, our friends tell us a lot about who we are and who we aren't. I like that. We all have many different types of friends, from the person we simply smile at and high five over the water cooler to our childhood pals. There is the gang we hang out with from time to time. And the buddies with whom we deconstruct the work week over a relaxing aperitif or an episode of Sex and the City, or both. There are also the lucky individuals with whom we are especially close. And there are even imaginary friends. But now we are starting to enter Jerry Springer territory, so we'll just move right along. Oh, that's funny. Genuine friendships are founded on a shared vision, the view that our lives are somehow better because particular people are part of them. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. Look at this. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my god. Oh my god. My face. I just can't. I might have to do a video of just flipping through these pages and looking at all the pictures because, oh my goodness. Despite numerous differences, real friends see eye to eye on all the issues that matter. Our common values, passions, concerns, and mutual respect enhance our life experiences as a whole. Friends genuinely care about each other. We can always count on our pals to watch our back and look out for our best interests. This faith in our friends grows as each of us helps the other move forward in life. The more you know. It's the same trust we count on when we share secrets, ask if our tie is on straight, or need our hair teased just so. A friend is there to help keep our chin up, no matter what it takes. A friend knows when we need a hug or a tension-relieving back rub. Friends know when to offer serious counsel and thoughtful, heartfelt advice, and they know when to say, "Hey, why the long face? Snap out of it." This one made me smile. Most important, friends know when to just sit quietly beside us and say nothing at all. Obviously, the best thing about our friends is that we have fun together. Lots of fun. We go on adventures, scream out the lyrics at Bon Jovi's concert, and basically get ourselves into bizarre but enjoyable situations that probably don't make a lot of sense to anybody else. Of course, every relationship of note comes with a price. Some friends need so much support, they become a burden. Unfortunately, I know that too. But no worries, not you. Even soulmates can't agree on absolutely everything all the time. This is just something we have to accept. In fact, there are occasions when our friends, knowing us as well as they do, seem as if they are deliberately trying to drive us crazy. Is that how you feel about me? Some friends develop an unhealthy admiration for our personal fashion sense, or just have gross habits they simply cannot kick. Do you have a friend like this? Even our closest friends can unhinge us by insisting on setting us up with blind dates who are as alarmingly inappropriate as they are enthusiastic. Or by opening their big mouths at inopportune moments. Or by opening their big mouths at inopportune moments. And suddenly, everyone at the office knows you always wear lucky leopard print underwear on a third date. Nevertheless, after a suitable period of time in self-exposed exile where we can scream until our tonsils shatter, we eventually shrug our shoulders, forgive them, and move on. Because that's just what friends do. By far the worst thing about friends is having them leave, whether they move to another city or to another country. This is the saddest of goodbyes, especially if we know we have seen them for the very last time. Well, that took a turn, didn't it? Thinking about losing friends, though it makes us feel incredibly sad, is actually very healthy if it reminds us how special our friends are and that they cannot be replaced. You could search the whole world looking for a friendship like ours, and you would only wear out a good pair of feet. That was cute. Great friends cannot be manufactured in a laboratory by an evil genius. We cannot order a friend delivered to our door like a pizza. Well, why not? Look at the little monkey. Or download one from the internet. However, there are potentially wonderful friends all over the place just waiting to be met. We could find them at the office. We could stumble across them at the park. We could meet them at a quiet soiree. Who knows? I need to know. I need friends. It is usually not possible to tell at first sight whether we will get along with someone or not. There are no ready-made perfect friends per se. There are simply people to whom we can really pour our hearts. And those we can't. There are individuals who invigorate and inspire us. And those who bore us to death. There are folks who really make us feel comfortable, and others who frustrate, aggravate, and infuriate us to the point of madness. A real friendship is something we both have to build. In many ways, it's a journey we take together. The key to starting on the right foot is not to try and impress anybody. No one can keep up the act forever. So you may as well just be yourself from day one. They can like it or lump it. Take your time getting to know each other. What's the hurry? Ideally, we want friends with whom we'll grow closer and closer as we get older. So it makes sense to invest a little time and energy finding out who they really are. After a few conversations, you may find that despite all the indications, you really have nothing in common. You may also unearth an ugly side of their personalities that you weren't aware of. They may turn out to be chronic air kissers. Oh, that's funny. I love this book. Unbearable drama queens, or bullies who bite your head off whenever things don't go their way. They may become unreliable, forgetting to call, and then leave you hanging after you have canceled all your other plans, which causes your self-esteem to plummet to unfathomable new depths. Then again, they may like you too much, smothering you with excessive affection. And finding it impossible to accept that you have other important people in your life. Suddenly, things don't seem to be quite as much fun as they once were. Not all friendships turn out to be really rewarding, but if you end up in a stinker, it's because you've compromised what is really important to you. You cannot be there for anyone else if you are not first true to yourself. We all want and deserve a friend with whom we truly connect in a meaningful way, like we do. Someone who acknowledges our fears and limitations without judgment and encourage us to reach further than we ever thought possible. A friend with whom we share things that are most precious to us, the belly laughs, and the sorrows. A friend who will see our hidden qualities and like us for exactly who we are without reservation, thus helping us fulfill our extraordinary potential. True friends make us smile as soon as we see them waving to us from across the room. They lighten our hearts without even trying. So that time spent together feels like a little slice of Christmas. With a real friend, we know exactly what they are thinking without having to say a word. This connection is completely unique. At times, it's as if we are the only two people on this earth. Friendship is a special type of partnership. Based on the profound understanding that together, the impossible becomes deliciously possible. It is an unspoken yet binding commitment to help each other live our lives to the fullest. I know how lucky I am to have a friend like that. And I just want to say that no matter what happens, you will never be alone. Because you will always be my friend. Always. The end. What'd you think? Are you feeling sleepy? A little bit? Okay. I really liked that. That was so cute. Oh, I can't get over it. Okay. Let's do 2 poems from this book, 2 from the other, and then maybe we'll get to this one on a different night. Yeah, because you're getting tired and you're looking tired, so I don't want to keep you up. Alright. I already know which ones I'm gonna do. So, this is my all-time favorite poem. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. It's easier to read like this. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun! It's time we flew. Said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew. And Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Never returned to the world they knew, and nobody knows what's happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. I have to find the other one. I think it's in here. Might be in the other one. Oh, there it is. You'll see why. I always read this poem last. I'll show you the page. I just love the illustrations. Okay. Afraid of the dark. I'm Reginald Clark. I'm afraid of the dark. So I always insist on the light on. And my teddy to hug, and my blanket to rub, and my thummy to suck or to bite on. And 3 bedtime stories, 2 trips to the toilet, 2 prayers and 5 hugs from my mommy. I'm Reginald Clark. I'm afraid of the dark. So please, do not close this book on me. I don't know why I have to do that. And these are going to be completely random. So I want you to give me a number from 1 to 194. Take your time. 15. You got it. Too soon. You've spilt your milk and dumped the mashed potatoes in your chair. There's tapioca in your nose and broccoli in your hair. Your applesauce is on the wall, and nothing's on your spoon. I think perhaps we let you try to feed yourself too soon. Okay, now, you ready? Tell me when to stop, okay? Stop? Okay. Oh, there's several. Should we read them all? Okay. So the first one. Don't change on my account. If you're sloppy, that's just fine. If you're moody, I won't mind. If you're fat, that's fine with me. If you're skinny, let it be. If you're bossy, that's alright. If you're nasty, I won't fight. If you're rough, well, that's just you. If you're mean, that's alright too. Whatever you are is all okay. I don't like you anyway. Dirty clothes. Some put 'em in a washer, some toss 'em in a tub, some dump 'em in a laundry truck for someone else to scrub. Some stick 'em in a hamper, some stuff 'em in a sack. I never worry about 'em. I just keep 'em on my back. Last one. Dumb. The dumbest thing that any kid could ever do. I did. What'd you think? Did it help you? Yay! Aww. Which one was your favorite? Tickle me, tickle me, tickle me too. It's just so cute, you know? I love it. Well, I'm so glad that helped you. I will take these and let you get some rest, okay?